What is going on, everybody? I am on here with Greg and Kurt, and they are the couple of the coordinators of the BedRock Biker Rally.
How's it going, everyone?
Good evening.
We'll just going to ask a few questions, stuff like that. We probably won't be on here too long tonight. It's awful nice for people to be watching YouTube instead of out riding or whatever.
Correct.
So, Kurt, won't you give us your how do I want to put it? Your how you got into bikes?
I raced motocross for like 17 years. My dad and my grandpa was always in old Harleys and stuff, so I kind of just grew up around it. And as you get older, you try to slow down in life. So I started, building custom bikes again and just working on my friends' bikes. And it's just like it kind of just took over. People's like, "Hey, bud, build me a bike. Build me a bike." I'm like, "All right." And then I don't know, it's just a love and a passion, something that they love to see brothers and sisters ride. And I've always enjoyed the old gentlemen and women talking about all the adventures they've been on with their sickles and stuff. And I don't know, it's just always been a brotherhood and sisterhood that's always brought me together with the motorcycles.
Awesome. And yours, Greg?
Yeah, I started riding when I was younger. I had a couple brothers that rode quite a bit and got into watching them ride and just enjoying it. And so we bought a couple, started out small, little Yamaha, and just built my way up and got into the bagger world and been stuck there ever since. I love my street glide and just riding and some of the benefit rides and stuff we do and the rallies that we've been to.
Oh, yeah.
Bikers are some of the nicest daggone people you ever meet. They stop and help you wherever you're at. And, I mean, you just can't beat the camaraderie and stuff you get from some of these guys that you meet through the different rallies and rides and stuff and get to see them. It's pretty neat to run into them people. Some of them you only see once a year on these rides.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
It's just like a big family.
Yep. So what started this is the first year of the BedRock Biker Rally in Bedford, Indiana. What started it?
Well, I've like I tell everybody, and like Greg knows too, we go to a bunch of rallies, all year long and stuff. And I always thought, man, why can't we have something like this in our hometown? An annual event. And one day I was talking about it, and a buddy of mine said, "Hey, why don't you put an event on?" I was like, "Oh, well, okay, it sounds like something we ought to get into," And I shot it around to a couple people, and they're like, "Do it." I mean, it sounds like a plan, and it's just been stuck in my head. And I thought, I'm going to do this. I've always wanted to, and I thought, here's our chance. Let's do it. Let's see how it goes. And that's pretty much it. It's just like something I really, really been wanting to do.
Okay. And how did you bring in Greg?
Okay, so we got other guys that's on the team too. And one day, I've known Greg for quite a while, and we're sitting around just talking about it one night. And he's like, "Hey, man, you care if I help out?" And we had a meeting. And I said, "Hey, everybody, this is Greg. If you guys care to vote him in, let's do that." And he's going to be on our board too to help out with this event. And I guess what really, really pushed it to have Greg come on is he has some great ideas about the rally. And I was like, he was excited about it. And to me, that's the thing. When you get talking to somebody and they're so excited about something, it's like you got to give them a chance, and he's come on board. He's been nothing but 100%, about the event.
Awesome. Ray, it takes place in Bedford, Indiana.
Yes.
Now, I've seen some of your band lineup. You guys have got some pretty big bands for the very first year.
Yeah, it's
bands. Obviously, they're not going to have Leonard Skinner or anybody like that playing, but
right. So we sat down and talked about it, and Shane, which he was hoping he'd been on with us tonight too, talking about it. He brought it to our attention. He's like, "Hey, we need to get some bands. That's what people, they love to come to, but they want to hear good music." And I was like, "Man, true." So me and Greg was shooting the idea. We heard the Arcadian Kings out in Sturgis. And when I heard them guys jamming, I heard the bagpipes playing. I mean, I walked 2 blocks just to see who they were. And usually I don't do that. And the Eskimo Brothers, same way. I mean, they jammed out at Sturgis, and I was like, man, we got to get these guys. So we just started doing calls, and they're like, man, sure, we're on board. And Hairbangers Ball, they play everywhere. I've been to so many rallies. They've been there. I called them up, and they were so nice, and they're like, we're on board.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's how I found your rally or what, but that's one of my favorite cover bands.
Yes.
They actually played here in my little 3,500 person town a couple Halloweens ago.
Awesome. But we just, like I said, this year, I mean, I know it's the first year, and it's scary. Like I tell everybody, you're putting all your eggs in one basket. But I've been to a lot of rallies, and it's like, I want people entertained. I want them to hear the music and enjoy it. We got the Bourbon Britches.
Yeah, little Bourbon Britches coming from Tennessee.
Yeah, they'll be playing little country girls, ain't they?
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of neat. Just kind of mix it up a little bit. We got Dane's Rocket. Who else is that, Greg?
Rock Radio's playing before Hairbangers on Friday night.
Yes, awesome bands. So we thought let's do it. Let's book the bands.
We got
you guys have
giveaway playing
too, right?
Saturday.
What's that?
You guys have a theme night for every night?
Yeah. So we're sitting there talking one night, and the wives and the girlfriends all got involved too on this one. They're like, hey, how about like a 70s night, like Thursday night? I was like, all right, I don't care. Some people want to dress up and have fun. I mean, and that's why I was telling everybody, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. There's just people want to participate in it. So then, like, I think it's Friday night, we'll have 80s night because Hairbanger's going to be there. I thought, man, how cool would that be? And then, like I said, Saturday, since I own Killer Hick Customs, we'll have Hick Night, the coveralls, the Daisy Dukes, I mean, just something fun and funny,
Awesome. It sounds like it's going to be a good time.
Man, we're hoping. We want everybody to come out, meet new friends, look at the motorcycles and just enjoy. I mean, because we got the Hollywood Knockouts coming Saturday night. That's an all-women's wrestling team.
Yep, I've seen them at Hog Rock a few times.
Yes, pretty awesome, so we was excited about that. Then, of course, we'll have the biker games, and stuff like that. And I told everybody, come out. There's going to be giveaways, all kinds of stuff going on,
Okay.
And good food.
Yeah, food. What kind of food vendors you got set up?
Little Mama's, she's coming. She does a barbecue. And then we got the Cattlemen's Club. They'll be doing, I think it's burgers and steaks. And then we got this one hometown place called Wagyu Burgers. They'll do a Wagyu burger, but they're also going to have elephant ears and all that stuff. And what was Kiki's, the Doghouse? What was that?
Doghouse Concessions.
Yeah, they'll have like hamburgers, hot dogs, and all kinds of stuff like that.
We got raspberries coming with shaved ice and some ice cream and stuff like that. So if it gets too hot, we got you covered on that end too.
Right.
Awesome. Is there going to be ice sails on ground?
Yes, we'll have
BYOB.
Yeah, we'll have that'll be there. Yeah, you bring your own beer. And then, like I said, up there around the vendor tits, where they'll all be, because we'll have alcohol vendors there also.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
We'll have Bloomington Brewing Company, and Carl's is the Hoosier Bar and Grill. And then we have a lady down here at our local O'Brien's Liquor. She'll have a just liquor set up to sell.
Okay.
So it'll be a darn good time, man. And like I said, we're all nervous. It's the first year. We're giving it a shot, but we are hoping that it turns out good because we want to do it every year. And then every year we're just going to go bigger bands, and just see where it leads us.
So how'd you settle on the third weekend of June?
Well, what happened there is so I rented the 4-H fairgrounds out in Orange County, Indiana, right? And they kind of just set the date for me this time, right? So next year we're going to try it the week after Father's Day, but this week they dropped this on it. They said that's all you could have, and I was like, oh man, I hate that. But anything you do in life, there's rules. You gotta abide by. So I'm like, well, it wasn't the choice, but if you're going to give it to us to do it, I'm happy, because I want to give it a try and see where it goes.
Awesome. So you said you've been to Sturgis.
Yes.
What other rallies have you guys been to?
Been to Daytona. I've been to Hog Rock. I've been over to well, I used to have one here called Plumber River that I really enjoyed. It's no longer around. Being Blossom Bike Fest. I've been there. I've been to Lacona.
Thunder
Okay.
Beach down in Florida. Panama.
Yeah.
Thunder Beach in Panama was nice.
Yeah.
So you guys are drawing inspiration off these other rallies.
Yeah.
And I can't talk. Some inspiration. Obviously,
Yeah, it gives us
everything off of somebody else's.
Yeah, well, like I said, we just going to different rallies and stuff like that, you get ideas and stuff, and I'm like, man, why can't we just have something like that at home? So that's what we're shooting for.
And there's some good riding here in southern Indiana.
Oh yes.
Place, and the people, our local people are some super nice people to ride with, and we know they're going to welcome other people from all over the place. And we've got the Bedford Boat Club Riders Group. They're going to be leaving at 11 o'clock. Kickstands up at 11 and putting on a ride through southern Indiana for them. And they'll probably be back to the fairgrounds around 3 o'clock or so.
Right.
And
Yeah.
They're putting on a poker run for us. And just so some of the people that aren't from around this area can see some of the riding and stuff we have.
Awesome. I had more questions in my head, but as soon as I hit go live, they all went.
Don't feel bad. I was the same way. I get all like, what?
How about side chat? You guys got any questions for him? Let's see. We covered bands. We covered food. Other events like you had the Hollywood Knockouts.
Yeah, we're going to have them. We're going to have a cornhole competition. We're going to have a bike show. And, I think that's, the bike show, I guess I'm most excited about because I like to see what everybody's done to their motorcycles,
Bike giveaway.
stock, custom, whatever. And then, like I said, also, we're raffling off that 2014 Ultra that's stripped down to a street glide. And it's, full-blown custom bike. I love that too, for $100, 250 spots,
We've got
awesome.
The Kosomoto rims.
Oh yeah, and Kosomoto rims. We got a set of those, a set of exhausts they sent me. You know what I mean? So, and then plus there's going to be giveaways. I mean, we got Bloomington Harley Davidson coming. They're going to give out two $250 gift cards, like one on Friday night, one on Saturday night. So I thought that's pretty exciting.
Fat Glide actually has a good question for y'all.
Yes.
What was the hardest part of organizing a new rally?
Really, dealing with the properties and stuff like that. When you tell them you're having a bike rally, like instantly, like most places are just no. you know what I'm saying? And and it's like, so you got to sit down with a board meeting. You got to talk to all of them, explain to them what you're doing. And I guess, dealing with all their rules sometimes, it kind of gets hectic, and all of the permits, the permits you got to get. I mean, it's like every other day you're getting a call going, hey, now you need to do this because you got to have a permit for this and that, and pretty much just getting it all structured together has been the roughest thing. And I'm thankful that I got a team like I do with Shane and Greg and Fred and Behringer and Alyssa and my daughter and my wife Jamie that's helping me, organize all this, because it's great to shoot ideas off everybody else. You see what I'm saying? To see what we can come up with.
At least you have a whole team to work with, and it's not just you trying to do it. You got Greg helping you. You got Shane. You've got a few others that weren't able to make it.
Right. Well, it does help because when the phone calls come in, and like I said, we build bikes during the day. I work at night, and Greg same way. And it's like I'm getting all these calls. I'm like, hey man, some people need to make some of these calls back for me.
Yeah, it's not. Everybody's been working together pretty well, and because everybody's kind of taken on a different task within the event planning and staying in touch with each other. We got a huge group chat going on this and that, but everybody's kind of took on a different section of it. Kurt's daughter, Allie, she's become our kind of marketing agent, putting together our photos and posters, and Shane worked on that too, but getting some of our advertisement stuff out there. And
oh yeah, Shane knocked it out of the park. I mean, we're on radio stations, promoting it, and
awesome.
Really trying to get it out there, and we done a couple Facebook Live videos, with the raffle bike and the girls modeling, our sickle and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I was just like, giving each person one spot to do has just helped out so much, and it's like, it's got to be a group yes or no on something, and I like that.
Awesome. Having a group would definitely be a good thing. I could also see it being a hindrance too. Whenever you say, I want to do something. No. Oh shit.
Yeah. Right. Well,
sometimes you need that to keep each other in check.
Yes.
Because you need somebody to say, "Oh, let's pump the brakes a little bit."
Well, because when you put on an event, I mean, you get just bombarded by phone calls, right? And it's like, okay, do we want this? No, we can't this year, but how about this year? You know what I mean? So it helps having different people there to say, okay, what about this? What about that? And because like at the fairgrounds right now, they got a dirt track around back, and we couldn't have it this year, and I hated that. But next year we will. So we're going to do dirt drags next year.
Nice.
I already told them I wanted to do dirt drags, bar stool races. All that'll be next year. So
Awesome.
We're already growing on next year, hopefully. Just seeing how this year goes.
And you guys want to put out the dates there? I don't have them memorized off the top of my head.
June 15th, 16th, and 17th is what it is. And
Lawrence County Fairgrounds, Bedford, Indiana.
Yes, Bedford, Indiana. It's I find the address. Well, I don't have the address off the top of my head. Dadgummit. Lawrence County it's on US 50 in Lawrence County, Indiana. That's Bedford, Indiana.
Yep.
June 15th, 16th, and 17th. And it's going to be a rocking time. I mean, we've got some good bands and coming. We've got the food, like you said. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, we can't wait. And we can't wait to see everybody. I mean, that's the main thing, because like everybody, I like meeting new friends, and hearing the stories. I love that. I like looking at the new builds on the bikes, and just talking to the new youngster that just, is building something, it really is cool to see that,
We've got some this year. We wanted to have some good vendors and stuff coming. We wanted more, but this is our first year, so they're filling us out. We've got a lot on the hook for next year. This year we've got Ohio Custom Gauges coming out of Ohio. He does the LEDs on the gauges, the face plates in your gauges. He can do about anything you want. So look him up, Ohio Custom Gauges. He'll be on site changing them out, doing the work there, setting up orders and stuff like that. We've got Hoosier Hemp Growers is coming. And guy out of Texas is a Highway to Heaven biker gear. They've got set up with some tumblers, leather jackets, some T-shirts. He's got all kinds of stuff that he'll be setting up with.
And then also we'll have like the event shirts for sale. We'll have my merch there for sale. Killer Hit Customs. And then the address, Greg, I'm going to throw out there to the fairgrounds is 11265 US Highway 50. So 11265 US Highway 50.
Yes.
Bedford, Indiana.
Cool. Yeah, so we got KNR or KDR out of Bloomington is going to be on site doing maintenance. If you need oil changes, tire changes, you got a loose bolt, loose bars, whatever, he's going to be there taking care of you. Set him up.
Oh, and something else I'm excited about, Greg, is that burnout pit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I want to see somebody get in there and really let it rip. You know what I mean? So
the first year I went to Hog Rock, it's been 7-8 years ago now. When we got up on Sunday morning, went down to the vendors to grab a bite to eat before we rolled out, there was a bike that had caught fire in the burnout pit.
Oh.
Somebody goes, how do you explain that one to the insurance? And then one of my other buddies pipes up and he goes, I'd tell the insurance company that Fall Down stole my bike and took it to the burnout pit.
Right.
Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, hey, and Greg, don't forget, Optical Armor Eyewear will also be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, if that tire's burning off that back wheel, make sure you have a pair of his sunglasses or
Right.
shades on. You know, definitely.
Yeah, we ran into him at a couple of the other rallies and stuff all over the place, and he sells some good glasses and stuff. Optic Armor Eyewear.
Yeah, and I can't wait for that too. And then, like I said, you know, with the events going on, you know, we're going to have, you know, the different nights, you know, different people can dress up, you know, I mean, the 70s, 80s, and Hick Night. I think, you know, it's going to be cool, just a fun time, you know, something different. Everybody just, you know, have a good time and enjoy. And then, like I said, you know, promise, you know, hoping this year goes off good, then next year it'll just be bigger and better, you know, and we got, like I said, plenty of parking, you know, plenty of everything, you know, camper spots, you know, I want everybody to come, you know, definitely. And then also, you know, like I said, I know, you know, like I said, we're going to have the Killer Hick gear there. You know, we're going to be giving out shirts to the crowds, you know, and stuff during the bands, you know, and, you know, we got koozies and poker chips and, you know, just neat stuff like that too.
So you mentioned loose handlebars. Another moto vlogger, he lives in New York, up around where Americade happens. He put new bars on his bike and then tried to ride to New Jersey, and apparently his handlebars came a little loose on the trip.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was on a Sportster S too, so I mean, he was on a girl's bike.
Oh, oh man. Now, Greg, didn't that happen to your buddy?
Yeah. Man, last year we were coming back. We had rode to Sturgis and went all out west through Wyoming and Colorado and Texas and everything. We were coming back, got all the way back to Missouri, and stopped at a rest stop, went to leave. And as soon as he went to pull back on his bars a little bit, adjusting the seat, the whole aluminum off the bottom of the mount broke off.
Yeah,
Busted
broke
his
off.
handlebars off right when we started to go down the road.
Oh,
And
man.
that was kind of a pucker factor. So
Man,
we got to stop back in the rest stop, but we don't want to go through that again.
No, definitely not. And then also, you know, having the bike wash there too. You know, who don't like to have their bike washed? I mean, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
You know, and then
I'm not one to wash my bike. It gets washed about twice a year.
Yeah,
season and end of the season.
Right.
At a rally with pretty girls.
Yeah. So
honestly, I sit there and I watch about 2 or 3 of them get done before I decide if I'm going to put my bike in one of those.
Yeah.
I've seen them grab a rag up off the ground. I'm up. Nope. I'm out.
Oh, heck no. No. Luckily, we'll have the buckets and the good hand blowers and stuff like that to, you know, blow the bikes off, because I've seen that too. I've seen that. I was at a rally one night and they was doing that, and this girl picked up a chamois, right? It had been on the ground. And I was like, there might be gravel on that. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be watching definitely for that.
Hey, one thing we do need to throw out too is, you know, Kurt has done a ton of this work himself. Him and Shane have been huge financial backers and stuff on this, but we've had our local businesses and stuff in Bedford have helped us out tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of our sponsors, we need to throw them out, is Groby's Rent to Own, Groby's Home Furnishings here in town.
Yes.
Local. I think they have 6 stores around the area. They've been awesome for us. Dr. Book with the healthcare center here in Bedford. He has been amazing. We all go to him, see Dr. Book, and get back problems at the healthcare center. And then Spartan Mechanical for all your HVAC needs and stuff. They're local here in Bedford, but they travel Bloomington, Mitchell, Orleans. They go south, go out quite a ways. Spartan Mechanical here in Bedford. Architectural stone cells. They do a lot of stone carving.
Yeah, that's our local home
stuff all over the place.
Stuff.
Yeah, and it's a lot of our stuff that we're using, like BedRock. Bedford, Indiana is the limestone capital of the world.
Yes, we are.
A lot of people may not know that. So we have the Empire Quarry. So every block to come for the Empire State Building came from Bedford, Indiana.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that Bedford's known for.
Right.
And Architectural Stone had a lot to do with some of that stuff. They get their rock from the area. And then Costa Moto, Moto, like I said, has donated those rims for us to give away. The exhaust, they've done quite a bit.
Yeah, Jason and Bonnie's awesome.
Yeah, them guys are really cool. And at DNS Excavating, he's local, does any excavation work, bulldozing, backhoe, whatever you need, DNS Excavating.
Yep.
And then Killer Hit Customs, local shop, great guy to work with. Build some pretty awesome bikes. I've got one sitting in my garage that he may not get back if he don't build it.
Hey, now, watch that, buddy. I got to have that. That might be next year's bike. You know what I'm saying?
It's an awesome looking bike. So the bike that could possibly be at this rally next year is amazing. It's going to be freaking cool. And this guy right here on the bottom, that Kurt Decker, is the one that's building it all. And it's
Thank you, bud.
And we've got some of our other Four Seasons Lawn Care, local here too, mows all the lawns, graveyard stuff, does a great job. Marty does a really good job. Four Seasons Lawn Care. Little Mama's, she'll be on site fixing us some food.
Some good barbecue.
Sipes Body and Glass here in town. You got a ding, you need some paint done, whatever. Sipes Body and Glass. We got M&E Honda is local here in Bedford, Indiana. I don't even know where the next closest Honda shop is.
I don't either.
Between Indianapolis and Bedford. But M&E Honda, they just remodeled, built a new bigger store and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a super nice place. So, and then Interior by Ed's.
Yes.
All, material work, changes all Kurt's seat pans and everything.
Yeah.
Do a lot of that. Lionel Contracting. They do all the road work and stuff around here. They've helped us out. We've got some help from rickrack.com. And hopefully they're going to be possibly at our event next year. We're kind of watching, see how things go and everything. They've got all kinds of stuff to sell. Rick Rack, they got bags and lights and got anything you want.
Yep, they work with Custom Dynamics. They work with Legends. They work with everything.
Yeah, so what they've sent us some stuff, and then so hopefully next year they'll bring everything up and sit on site with us.
Yeah, great. At Laconia, why you guys was going on?
And also,
that was the only catch. The only thing that was going on at the same weekend is Laconia.
Yeah, I know, but I'm praying, that some people want to come out and try a new event. Man, that's what I'm hoping they do.
They've been there for 100 years. This is our first one. Give us a shot.
There you go.
Fat Glide had another question. Is there any, if you're not into the camping, you don't have a camper, is there hotels nearby?
Yes. Probably 10 minutes up the road from the event or 5?
Yeah, right downtown Bedford. We've got a new, it's not Hilton. I can't remember the new, Hampton.
Hampton Inn.
Right behind, just right off 16th Street, behind the Big Lots and Groby's Rent to Own.
Yeah.
Kind of, I cannot remember the name of the road, but the Hampton Inn, we've got Super 8 is probably 2 minutes from that. There's a Holiday Inn Express that's probably 2 minutes from there.
Yeah.
If you want to go really nice, just south of Bedford in French Lick is the French Lick Springs Resort, or the West Baden Springs Resort.
And casino.
Super nice place. Nice big casino down there. So, you go down there and throw a quarter in the slot and then come back to our event and finish it out. So
there you go.
Some nice ones around French Lick, West Baden, and then all those local there in Bedford.
And do you have the bike show that you guys are having? Is there set classes for it?
Yes. And I do have a list of those in.
You done lost it.
I did. I was sitting there waiting for that question. All right. We've got an antique class that we're doing. We got a modified stock American.
Now the antique class, is there year range or that you?
I'd probably do like anywhere, like 60s models, and stuff like that, 60s, 70s, we'll call it the antique class,
Okay.
I like seeing the old panheads. I like seeing the old shovels, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's modified stock American, modified stock metric, manufactured custom, a radical custom. We got a sport, and then a bagger, the rat, and that's any piece of crap that you got to roll in there. The messiest one, the rat class, we'll throw one in there for that. The farthest bike, we're going to try to find out whoever's in there that rode the farthest, how far away you came to come to our event. We got something for you. Best in show, we're going to have all the voting and stuff done by, everybody that comes through there and takes a look at the bike. Best in show, people's choice, best paint, and a Sportster class. And then, like Kurt said, we're going to have the cornhole games, and then we'll have all the slow drag.
Real quick, Greg. Now, you said that Gage Place wanted to do a trophy too, didn't they? Him and his wife?
Yeah, the Ohio Custom Gauges, he's going to put on a class of his own too, and he'll be there, and he has made up a special trophy just for him and his wife to go through and look, and they're going to pick their favorite bike of the event, and they have a special gift card and a special trophy just for that one as well. Okay. That'll be pretty cool.
Okay, good. Awesome. Good.
And I don't know, a lot of the guys, I don't know, from Southern Indiana and Illinois, we have the Thunder Roads magazine. They throw that out there. We're in Thunder Roads magazine this month. It just came out. Awesome. They will be on site taking some pictures and stuff too. And they're always looking for some fancy bikes and stuff like that to get their pictures taken, put in the magazine. Heck, you may even be able to get one put on the cover of the magazine. And then, so they're going to be down there looking around, taking some pictures of some of the local bikes and the customs and stuff like that. So there's a good chance you could get put in Thunder Roads magazine.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Awesome.
Good time.
I had another question. It just went poof again.
No,
I kept talking too much.
No, you're right.
You're fine. I'm sure everybody else has more questions they'll want to chime in with. Damn it. Oh yeah, maybe the Thunder Roads magazines where I somehow came across your rally at. I've been following them for about a year now.
Oh, yeah, okay, great.
May have been. She started throwing our stuff up there a couple weeks ago on their webpage and Facebook
it's been
page.
Longer than that since I've found this. So
yeah,
it may have just been one of those things that you may know. No, I don't, but I'm going to. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be. And that's like, something else I want to bring up, like any event, we're still looking for volunteers too. People want to come help out the event.
Yeah.
So yeah, just reach out to us.
If there's anybody local, go to our Facebook page, BedRock Rally, or you can go to our website is www.bedrockbikerrally.com. And it has all of our camping information, the VIP camping, tent camping. You can go on there and buy your raffle tickets for the bike, the rims, the exhaust. Has all that information stuff on there. And please, if you want to come, pre-register. That just helps us out. Kind of, we're trying to speed the line up as people are coming into the venue. And we're learning as we go. Like Kurt said, this is our first year, and I think all the guys have done a heck of a job, but I'm sure come day of, there may be a few little kinks and stuff like that.
Right.
It's going really good. And so whatever we can do to make it better, we're working on it. But it's going to be a heck of a show, man.
Now scrolling across the bottom, I've changed that, but is that correct? The BedrockBikerRally.com.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And while we was talking about sponsors a while ago, man, I'm going to throw out, CB Dodge Garage Doors, Charles Behringer.
Yeah.
And then our local, and I'm proud of this, American-owned Knuckleheads Bend. It's a local just gas station, little eatery. Good folks. I mean, they approached me and they're like, "Hey, man, we want to be a part of this too." And I was like, "Man, awesome."
Yeah.
It's kind of a motorcycle themed gas station. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So if you come to our little hometown, just go look them up and check out their store. It's really neat.
Knucklehead.
And Frogzilla wants to know the cost of entry.
Good question.
What is it?
Good question.
How much can get in?
$65 for all
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
And that includes free tent camping if you want to stay on site. $65 3 days. We are having a 1-day special on Saturday for $50. But $65 with that band lineup and what we've got going on, that
for 3 days. I mean, I was like, man, you can't beat that.
Yeah,
definitely.
And you guys are doing early entry for anybody that's pre-bought their tickets, right?
Yeah, if they pre-register, they can come in Wednesday, pick their spot, and get set up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Our bands will start at Thursday. Our first band will start at 2:30 with the Bourbon Britches, and then we'll have a little break and stuff there. Then the Arcana Kings are playing there Thursday night, and then on Friday our bands will start at noon. We'll have the Arcana Kings, and then we'll roll into the Eskimo Brothers, and then Rock Radio, and then the Hairbangers Ball. We'll be playing Friday evening, and then Saturday again the bands will start at noon with Dead Giveaway,
Yes,
and Dame's Rocket, and then Flatline, and then the Arcana Kings will be playing again Saturday night.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm glad that when we come on live, you was talking about the bands, because we was just I'm like, man, we just need to get bands, I mean, somebody good to play, and have people come out and have a good time, and then like I said, there's quite a few bands there that we booked that are our local bands, but we've heard them, we love them, what I mean, and we're like, they need to come and play because we still want to represent our home, our little small hometown, not like anybody does,
Now another band to keep in mind for next year would be Naked Karate Girls.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
They are neither naked nor girls, and they don't do karate, but they are a pretty good cover band. They are a late 90s cover band.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Yeah, it was kind of, let's put it this way. When I got this, back from Sturgis, that's when I got the okay to do this, out there at the fairgrounds. And then, man, it's just something happened and I couldn't get a hold of them. Then they just called me one day and said, hey, you still want to do that? We're on board. And I'm like, oh man, we got to go now. I mean, I was like, man, I need to know that back then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Kurt's been working on this for quite a while, but boiled down to it, trying to put the bands together, the vendors together, the food vendors, all this stuff has been done pretty much in 3 months?
Yeah, if that, yeah.
I mean, it's come together fast.
And so we're like, if we get good food, good spirits, and good bands, everybody's going to have a good time. That's the way I look at it, Definitely.
Yeah, Frogzilla, we will have T-shirts. We'll have event T-shirts there.
Yes.
We have poker chips, and we may be able to get some patches and stuff done. Like I said, the Highway to Heaven biker gear, he's going to be there doing some patches and stuff. So we may be able to get some patches and stuff made up for the event. We've got beer koozies, keychains, a lot of the handouts and freebie stuff like that. But we will have the event T-shirts for this year and poker chips and stuff going for sure.
Awesome. Because I like to get me either a pin or I've got a Hog Rock Huggy floating around here somewhere. Actually, more than one.
Don't worry, we'll take care of you. Definitely. We appreciate you guys, for talking to us about the event. Like I said, this guy asked me one day, he said, you nervous? I said, well, yeah. I mean, who ain't, I said, but, there's other events that are, around too, but, I just wanted a good event, decent event, I mean, nothing, too crazy, too radical, but I still want people to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And, I was like, let's
for everyone.
Yeah, I want something for everybody. So I was like, man, we got to do that. Then trying to figure out something for everybody is the biggest deal too. You know what I mean? It's kind of a brain teaser, and
yeah.
And then everybody's like, man, can it be, like 18? And I was like, no, it's got to be 21. You know what I mean? It's one of the rules at the fairgrounds. It had to be 21 and over at event. I was like, that's fine. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and Little Sturgis, Kentucky Biker Rally is the same way. But they're on fairgrounds, just like you guys are going to be at.
Yeah,
get away with 18 because it's private property.
Yeah,
right. So I still have to go by the rules of the fairgrounds. You know what I'm saying? So
if alcohol is going to be consumed, you got to be 21 to be in there.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they said. I was like, well, all right. You know what I mean? And then, and I was glad he asked that question about, how hard was it? And it is, because you go to meeting after meeting with, you're either talking to the fairgrounds or city council. I mean, that's Greg, right? Greg. I mean, it's just like
Emergency management staff,
everything, you know what I mean? And it's like,
Yep. I know all about having EMTs handy.
yeah.
Hog Rock in 21, I broke my leg.
Oh, dude. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm
Luckily, I was
paramedic,
down
so
there
I'll
with a
be on
shit ton of
site.
friends, and I had somebody ride my bike home for me. Packed up my tent,
Oh, wow.
made sure they added stuff to my bike. Like,
Oh, man.
I had some, I don't know where the hell they found it. It's like a 70s Hustler, something like that.
No. Oh, hell.
Well, it wasn't that. It was something new, but it might as well have been a 70s Hustler.
There you go. There you go.
It was pretty raunchy.
Well,
oh, man. Wow.
On that note, we will have paramedics and first responders. The local fire department's going to be there on scene for anything like that, and then we'll have on-site security and stuff to try to keep everybody safe and under control, and so everybody can go home. They come in happy, they go home even happier.
That's what we're hoping on, brother. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, like I said, being the first year, it's exciting but scary in the same sense. But man, I'm thinking, if everybody comes together, we'll just have one hell of a big party. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Just good times.
We could end up with roughly 2,000 to 6,000 people. We're not for sure. We're hoping for 10,000. Bring it on. We're hoping for the most, and if we end up with a little, we're still going to party hard. So
we're still going to do it. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. Yeah.
That's the way you got to be.
Oh yeah.
I would like to sit down with Hog Daddy and basically do this type of interview, but 27 years ago when they started it.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. See how big that's grown. And start somewhere. You got to start.
Yeah, and that's the way we looked at it, man. If we're going to do it, let's just do it. I mean, if it goes, it goes. If not, we tried. But I'm hoping it does. And every year, like I said, we just keep doing it better and bigger. And and with, like I said, next year, man, we're hoping to have the dirt drags and all that stuff. Just to keep building on it every year.
Awesome. Damn it. Hey, how's like the cell phone reception at the fairgrounds?
That's not too bad. I mean, like I said, I've always had plenty of good service out there. Yeah.
There ain't nobody needs to be on a cell phone. We got good bands and we got food to fill your face.
Well, like Hog Rock, one of my favorite parts about Hog Rock is there's no cell phone reception.
Right.
You got to run into town sometimes just to make a phone call, send a text.
Right.
It's not bad. It's better than what it used to be on the fairgrounds. But like I said, once you get down there and you start listening to bands, you ain't going to be able to hear to talk on the phone anyway. Take pictures and have fun.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Greg, I want to mention something on this too, guys. Like during the event, cash is king. I mean, but if you got to do it with a credit card or whatever, that's fine. But, we prefer cash, what I mean? Because like you just talked about that cell phone reception, there's one area where like they got to come in and that's where they'll be taking the money. So we're not sure if the little cubes will work or not. That's just something to throw out there real quick.
Cash is always king.
That's right. Definitely.
See what else we got. Frogzilla saying Verizon works the best around. How far from Bedford are you, Frogzilla? I didn't realize he was in Indiana. I guess that slipped my mind too. Not as much as everything else anymore.
Verizon, he is very right on that. A few years ago, we were down there, and I had AT&T, and my service was crap. But as soon as I switched to Verizon and had horses and stuff down at the fairgrounds, Verizon I had no issues with at all.
Okay. What is the going off Hog Rock standards, what is the clothing policy?
All right,
I
clothing
mean,
policy.
obviously you're going to have the Hollywood knockouts, and they don't wear a whole lot.
Right, which we don't care. I mean, we do have like fairground rules. If you got your top off, you got to have the nipples covered. You know what I mean? The pasties or something like that. You know what I mean? I was like, okay. You know what I mean? So we did have to go by that rule.
Yeah, we would like to keep it up around the main attraction area where the bands are going to be, where the vendors and stuff are going to be, to bikinis, pasties, keep it, guys, you got to keep some pants on, try to keep it as clean as possible and so respectable, because we are trying to make it for everybody, but we want everybody to have a good time too.
But what you do at your
fun.
campsite's what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing right there. But yeah, by the vendors, you got to have the pasties on, or at least have it covered. You know what I mean?
We'll have camping areas and stuff in down around the camping areas where it's not up around the main event and stuff. That's your spot. That's
out of sight, out of mind is what you're saying.
Right.
Very, very much. Just and respect everybody else. It's just, and that's the thing. Like here in Southern Indiana, a lot of people we run into, I mean, it's just all a respect thing. We want to have fun and have a good time, but just respect others. If if they don't want to be around it, then don't be around it.
How visible is the fairgrounds from the road? Like if you're passing along on US 50, it's got a wood line that blocks it.
Yeah,
or
you won't be able to see inside the event.
No, you got to go up like
highway.
if you come off 50, you go up a little blacktop road up into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Then
it's completely blocked from the main highway.
Yeah. So it's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? So like people just can't sit there and watch you. You know what I mean? Because they'd have to go up in the hill there, and it's like if you ain't got a bracelet, you're not coming in. So you know what I mean? Definitely.
Good deal. I think that pretty well covers all my questions. If you guys got anything you want to add, or if the side chat has any more questions, I know Dallas just jumped in, so he'll probably have to ask everything again.
Go start over. It's all right. It's all right. Dallas may have that 200 friend list that wants to come with him.
Yeah, I mean,
Dallas is in Middle Tennessee, and he just actually got back from vacation, so I don't think he's going.
Well, see, back to that farthest bike contest, though.
Yeah, there you go. He can ride up and see how far he's coming from. Definitely.
It'd be worth it. But hey, this has been super helpful for us. I mean, just covering everything. You've helped. The more we can talk about all the people, our sponsors and stuff that have helped us out, and the more we can get them out and just get the information out. Like we said, it's $65 for all 3 days.
Right.
June 15th, 16th, and 17th. Bedford, Indiana, Lawrence County 4-H Fairgrounds, BedRockBikerRally.com. Go check us out. It has most of our information and everything on there. And we have 2 sets of pasties. Bring them up.
Yeah, I love it.
That's Dallas.
Is that for the top
cool.
boob and the bottom boob? That's what I got to do.
But yeah, man, like I said, for $65, we got some killer bands for 3 days. You pay $65, you're in there for 3 days and having fun and eating and having some drinks and just having a good time with people, and that's what we want, And like I said, man, we're just trying to build it for next year. That way, we'll get bigger bands and everything like that, and just keep building off of it. It's a learning experience. This first year is. And we're not always saying we'll have it at the fairgrounds. I mean, later on we might, buy land, put a bar up on it, and stuff like that, and start that route.
Awesome. That would be, that's the whole goal at some point, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, what a cool idea to think, 5-10 years from now, looking, all these people coming to our event 10 years from now, doing a bigger event, and people just saying, them Killer Hick guys, them are pretty awesome dudes that put this on, that would just be awesome.
Yeah, I do believe so too, and that's what I'm saying. Everything's a learning curve. We've had questions about this and about that. We're new at this, man. You know what I mean? And I tell everybody we got to start somewhere. You know what I mean?
Well, we have
Yeah.
all busted our ass to get this and done in probably less than 3 months, and we've got just a little over a week, 2 weeks to go before our event. And we have busted our butt, and we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, and once again, I got to throw it out to everybody like Greg and Shane and Charles and Fred and my wife, my daughter, Alyssa, Bob. Everybody has stepped up and like, hey, brother, we want to help you with this, and like me and Shane sat down, and I wish he could have been on here tonight. And he's like, he was kind of an inspiration to me, doing this too. He's like, this is what we need to do. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we're putting all our chips in one basket and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you guys are going all out, like you said. I mean, I know getting like Hairbangers balls, it's not free.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
That's why I tell everybody, it's people's ask us what we have in it now. And I'm like, I really don't want to disclose that, but it's enough. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because,
Yeah. Getting
like
the
I said,
Hollywood knockouts there ain't free.
the Arcadian Kings are coming from Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to take care of all that too. And I mean, that's what I'm saying. We put the money out there for people to have a good time. And I'm like, just hope and pray people come and have a good time, and party with us and get to know us. And I do want to throw this out there. I mean, I got to laugh on this. People said, well, can I come to your event? And I'm like, yeah. Well, they go, well, I don't have a motorcycle, and I'm like, no, you don't have to have a motorcycle, man. Come on in, enjoy the bands. I mean, it's open to everybody. You know what I mean? I love cycle enthusiasts, but I like people who's never really been around a motorcycle. And they look at it and just think how neat it is and how cool. And they get talking to people, Then next thing you know, a month or two down the road, you see that guy or that woman on a motorcycle.
yep.
You know what I mean? And I just think it's so neat.
See, a couple of years ago, I think it was June Hog Rock, or nope, it would have been October because some of the people I was with, but somebody had never been on a bike before, but he was a fabricator, so he built himself a trike.
That's awesome.
With a Subaru engine.
That is so neat, man.
Yeah.
And I would try to find the pictures of it, but they're buried.
Like you said, that haven't been on bikes and stuff like that, when they come to an event like that and they see the camaraderie, the friendships that are made, the people hanging out that are just friendly as can be, it changes your persona of a biker and stuff like that. And you see how cool these people are. And I mean, it just like, so next weekend, I'm going to throw this out there. June 10th, they're having a Juman McCain ride.
Yes.
Here in Lawrence County, Grobies, they sponsor a big one. Brian and Misty Grow, Brian Armana, they put on a benefit ride for Juman McCain.
Yes.
And this is the 10th year for it.
Good event.
They, it's all bikers and Jeeps now, but these bikers get together and they do these rides and they raise thousands of dollars
for good events.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yes.
And look what Adam Sandoval's doing right now.
Yeah,
with his big ride, his Great American Convoy.
Yeah, 120 stores.
120 dealerships and 89 days.
Yeah, which he will actually be June 10th, next Saturday. He will be in Evansville, Harley Davidson.
Yes.
He's going to be there. And then June 13th, he will be at Mann's Harley Davidson in Columbus, Indiana.
That's true.
I may try to leave Hog Rock for the day to go meet him. I mean, I seen Adam on his kickoff whenever I was at Spring Fling, but I may try to ride over to Evansville. And
yeah. But you got a lot of these people that aren't in the biker community, but when they see those groups riding through, they don't realize these guys are paying good money, sometimes $20-$30 just to ride in these events to raise money for people that they don't know, that they could go out and ride their motorcycle for free if they wanted to. Right. But they want to go and help other people that they don't know, raise thousands of dollars for disabled vets, for an ill kid.
Very true.
For the Riley's Children's Hospital, for Cosera's Children's Hospital. So bikers just do some good stuff. So why not have a rally in Lawrence County in Bedford, Indiana, to kind of give back to some of these bikers and stuff like that do that stuff.
Yes.
Have fun with it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, like with this event, that's what I want to do. I want to sit down. I want to talk to everybody. I want to meet everybody, as much as I can. Because like I said, even though I'm the promoter, I still got to be there working, you know what I mean? But I want to meet everybody, and I want to hear the stories, what they've done this year, what they've been doing, and, look at the new builds. And like I said, when I see a youngster pull up there and he built a bike and he's so proud of it, I mean, man, that makes me happy, because we need more wrench turners, that's what makes the world go round, man. Definitely.
It's just fun. But people come and see them things. If they're not riding a motorcycle, maybe next year they'll decide, hey, I'd like to start off with a little Sportster, a little 883, or even a Honda, get on a Honda Rebel, ride that dude in, start somewhere, get used to riding. There's riding classes all over the place. Start going to some of these events and seeing stuff. Get out and see America. My first trip out west was last year on my motorcycle. I did 5,200 miles. And it was just absolutely amazing. Ride my motorcycle halfway across the country, seen Yellowstone, seen so many stuff that I never would have had the opportunity to do, and it's not near as fun in a pickup truck as it is on a motorcycle. So just get out and ride.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Get out and enjoy the world. That's the way I always look at it. You get on that motorcycle, you get going down the road, all your cares and worries are gone. You know what I mean? You're just out there enjoying the ride. That's what I've always loved about the two-wheel thrill. You know what I mean? And thank the Lord, all these years, doing the things I've done, I'm still able to do that. You know what I mean? Right now he's kind of put me on the back burner with his diabetes, but I'll get through it and I'll be riding again. You know what I mean? Definitely.
And wind therapy and stuff like that on a motorcycle, it is very relaxing and stuff to get out.
Oh, it is. There's nothing. You just feel so good to do it. You know what I mean? Definitely.
So there will be in our there'll be a couple rides and stuff going on through the event. Everybody coming through town and stuff. And I'm glad they asked us about the hotels in town. Not everybody has to stay on site. So there's hotels.
No, and that's true. And you'll have bands, around your wrist where you can come and go. We are doing this. If you're on a motorcycle, your band number matches your motorcycle. That way I know when you're wheeling out of there, hey, that's his bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a little safety thing there, because
here you go, sir.
We got to do it that way, just to be safe.
Now, you both guys just made me thirsty. Thanks a lot.
Hey, we can't help it, man. We can't help it.
Hey, you're the one that's stuck at work.
Yeah, that's right, buddy.
Either one of you better be drinking a beer. I'm gonna be pissed.
I would never drink a beer.
Yeah. You know me, Greg. It's either whiskey or coffee, so it's coffee right now. You know what I mean?
Hey, at least I'm getting paid to talk to you guys.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, we're happy for you. Now, remember that when you come to the bit, Greg owes us money. Okay, yeah, definitely, Greg.
I'm at work sitting here getting paid to talk to both of you. I'm a professional YouTuber.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, but yeah, we're all excited about it. We're just a small hometown, man, and we're just trying to pop something off good, And like I said, 50 leads to a lot of riding. You know what I mean? We're kind of the heartland in between Kentucky and Evansville and Indianapolis and all that stuff, and it's like we're the crossroads. So if we just get people here and enjoy our little slice of heaven, as I put it, you know what I mean? And, take off, during the event. If you want to go ride, go out and ride some of our back roads, man. They're windy. They're lovely. I tell everybody,
450 through Evansville is a good road. Good.
Definitely.
150 out of Shoals down to French Lick is an awesome little ride. 135 from Brownstown down to Story Inn, which is a cool place, or Gnawbone in Little Nashville, Indiana. 58 through Heltonville and to Norman. That's a neat ride out and stuff through there. So we got some cool rides.
And I wanted to bring this up real quick. I know we was talking about events earlier. You know, the favorite one I always wanted to go to every year was it was over in Little Nashville at the Bill Monroe Music Campground. Remember that?
Yeah,
What was that? Bing Blossom Bike Fest.
yeah.
I went to that every year because it was just a good hometown rally.
Thank you,
Well, during COVID and stuff, the new owners shut it down, right? So that's when I was kind of approached about, hey man, why don't you put on a bike rally? And I was like, you know what? They said, you've always go to over there, you enjoyed it. I was like, yeah. They said, put something on like that. I was like, all right. So we're trying to kick it off, you know, kind of like that, just a good country vibe and, you know, good times, you know, because it always was a good time. And I hate to see that it's gone now, but it is. So I was like,
I had
man,
never
you know,
been
it's
to
just
that one, but I'd heard of it.
yeah, it's just an hour away, you know, and now it's gone. So I'm like, well, let's do it. You know, let's give it a whirl and see what happens, you know.
I actually head to Hog Rock next weekend.
Yes.
Leave Thursday morning, maybe Wednesday night. Just depends. But in October, I actually have some friends coming all the way from Virginia to go to Hog Rock with me. So,
oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got some buddies coming. I go to Sturgis with. They're coming from Ohio down. You know what I mean, to enjoy the rally and stuff. I was like, man,
actually have a guy coming from PA in June.
Awesome.
Next week.
And then I had one coming from South Dakota, but he had arm surgery. And I was like, darn it. You know, I couldn't wait to see him. And he texted me and said, Bud, I'm sorry, but you know, I want to come to the rally so bad, but he had his arm in a sling. So poor Brandon Welch, I'm sorry, buddy. We'll have a shot of whiskey for you and hope you get feeling better. You know, definitely. You know, because he hated it, man. He was like almost in tears. I got to have his surgery. I'm like, dude, it's all right. We'll have another rally. Yeah, you know what I mean? You got to get better, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, you know, with the bike rally, you know, like I said, you know, we're going to have the games. We're going to have, you know, the games, the wrestling girls, the bands. You know, I mean, it's just going to be one hell of a time, I think, you know.
You're going to have the bike rodeo?
Yes, we'll do the games out there. Yeah, you know, all that stuff.
Your sound just went to crap.
Oh, did it? Are you still there?
Yeah, we're still here, but I can barely hear you.
Sounds like you just jumped in a pool.
Oh man, well, it might be my phone.
There you go. You're good now.
All right, yeah, it's my phone. Kind of goes. It's like earlier I couldn't hear you guys. I was like, man, what's going on with this thing?
Like R2D2.
Yep, you're in and out, bud.
So yeah, we'll have the bike games.
Try moving your phone around. Can you turn your phone sideways? No, try turning your phone sideways.
Let's see. Nope, it's.
Yep. Now you're back now.
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah.
All right, can you guys hear me pretty good?
You need to go back inside.
Yeah, let me go inside. Let me try that.
Well, it's something in your phone, Kurt.
Yeah, my phone's toast.
The thing is I can hear that bird perfectly.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
It's
Right.
like,
The bird sound good, didn't it?
The bird sounded actually got louder whenever his voice went down. So I'm like, what the hell?
It's like Disneyland. They just land on Mars and sing a song to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they went back to. I can still hear you, but they went back to robot.
RTD2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my phone might be messing up, guys. So I might have to get off here. You know, sorry.
All right, that's fine. I was getting ready to call it a night, anyways, on this, and
now you will be at the event, right?
Yes, I'm going to try.
Okay. I hope you are.
Your lady. I mean, I get home from Hog Rock on Sunday. On Monday, we go to Chicago for a night for a little family getaway, and then home on Tuesday. Baseball game on Tuesday night, and hopefully she'll let me leave again Wednesday, Thursday.
All right, awesome. Then maybe we can, do a live thing there during the event too. You know what I mean? Show people what's happening and what's going on.
We can definitely give that a shot.
That'd be awesome. Well, Jeremy, we appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you guys jumping on.
Yeah, right, appreciate it. Hey, I'll talk to you guys later. All right.
Yep.
All right, later.
Bye. But that's going to do it for tonight, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, think about doing that. But I think everybody in that side chat is. I'll see Fat Glide in October, and I don't know about the rest of you, but hopefully I get to meet you all soon. Frogzilla, am I going to see you at a BedRock Bike Rally? I mean, he's just 30 minutes away. He better show up, right?
Come on. Come party with us, man.
But I think we're going to go ahead and call it quits right there.
All right, Jeremy, I appreciate it, buddy. We'll get on there and subscribe, and we like it.
Awesome.
If anybody needs anything else, look us up on that bedrockbikerrally.com.
And Frogzilla said he's going to be there.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing you. Come up and give us a shout. Tell us who you are.
All right. Good night, everybody.